Hello, 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 hello. Oh, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How you all doing? Welcome to Lady in the Dark, chatting during the day. Anytime I see me during the day, wanna know say me not gonna work. So yeah. So that's the reason why you all have me here. Today, no work for me. Not so 100, so not really sick, but mentally. Not 100 mentally right now. So I just decided to take the day to recoup and relax and just enjoy life. And all me do from morning, no people asleep. Jesus, peace. I woke up this morning about 6:35, 6:40, somewhere there. My son got to school. When the driver picked him up, it was after 8. And after that, I had my breakfast. So maybe about 9:15. I was supposed to go on the road, but I didn't. I just not in the mood. About 9:15, yeah. Wash up the dishes. And people, guess when I go back, go do? Sleep. I mean, went back to bed maybe about to 10 or a little bit after 10. And I never woke until 15 past 12. When I look at it, I was like, Jesus, peace. It just make me feel like one big lazy ass smaddy. Nah, joke. But anytime you have those, you're in your mood and so forth, you just have to take the time out for just relax and chill. Because yesterday I got some really sad news, and because of that, I'm not in the frame of mind to go to work today. So I'm just chilling. So welcome, 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 one and all. Thank you so much for joining. Miss Barrett, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How you doing? So thank you so much for joining. People, last weekend my mother cooked some curry chicken back. And me I tell you, curry chicken back normally nice, especially when the curry turn up in it and you have some real country scotch bonnet pepper. Oh Lord, it nice. So when she cook it, me I said, no man, something wrong with that curry here. Me said that mummy, that curry here nah curry. That was what I was saying, the curry nah curry. When it's supposed to have that pretty curry look, it didn't have the pretty curry look. The nice curry taste, it didn't have it. It have more like a blackish curry look. And I was like, it now curry. So I was saying to myself that maybe she burnt the curry a little bit too much or something because the curry just never curry. Lo and behold, it was on the news where they have a fake curry going around. So Sea Talk, they sees, I think they said 7 point something million worth of fake curry in Manchester. I was like, Jesus, peace. You see, that explain why the curry never curry. So when I was looking at it, me I said, how they expect us to maintain our good health when they are producing these fake ass products, that we are consuming. So when you hear people suffer from all sort of ailments, that's the reason why. Because as much as how you say that you want to live healthy, you don't want to eat certain things, you don't know what they're doing. I'm talking about the persons who are producing it. You don't know what they're putting in it. Because here now we thought that, oh, this are good, we have a regular Jamaican food, some curry chicken back and yeah man, things good. Just to understand that it seemed like that was fake curry. So I got to share, well, I'm not throw it away yet, but me definitely going to throw away every single one of it, not even in the dog food it I go. Because my dogs, them precious. I mean, I go give that to them. So not even, because when me sit down and I was even saying it to her, me I said, Mommy, no, you understand the other day when you cook the curry never did a curry. Me mean the curry never did a curry. It not have the curry taste. It not have the curry look. The only reason why I did eat the food now because me know say my mother cook it. That's the reason why I ate it. Because under normal circumstance, if I went somewhere and they give me that, I wouldn't eat it. But because me know say my mother did in the kitchen, I cook it and everything, I ate it. But we just have to be very careful. I don't even know how we're going to be careful with what is going on. But you hear about fake curry, fake milk powder, fake this, all sort of something. I remember I purchased a juice some time ago. And when I purchased it, I was like, I don't understand. All the juice here sells so cheap. That was what I was saying, because what they did, they wrap it buy one get one free in the supermarket. So I saw it and I purchased it. And when I was looking at it, I said, no man, I drink the juice and I drank one, it was fine. Then maybe about 2 days or 3 days after, I said, consume the next one now. And me starting and I said, how would this taste so? It kind of tastes heavy, tastes funny. I said, how would this taste so? I did I drink it? I didn't know I drink it because I was saying to myself, maybe it was because I put it on the fridge, take it off, and now I drink it because I had it out for maybe about 30 minutes because I took it to work with me. So I was saying maybe that was the reason why. So I drink it. You see, when we have a little speck left in it, and I look on the back, this is expire. And when we say it expire, me never mean it expire 2 days before, or 3 days before, or a week before. The juice expire 3 weeks. The date on the juice was in February. February expiry date. And you know what they did? They put the juice with the good one. So the one that is not expire, they tape them up together with the buy one get one free, tape it up together, and you see where they normally print the expiry date on the front, you see the one that is bad, they let it face the next one. So you're not seeing that expiry date, you're just seeing the good one expiry date. So go in the supermarket, take it up, believing that you're getting two good juice. When really and truly them say buy one, get one free, I really and truly only one you get. Because the next one, it no good. It no good. And I was like, what a set of wicked people. You know, say there's something that got expire and before you just get rid of it. And true, say we Jamaicans love freeness. You got tape it up, buy one, get one free. And me know the idiot going there. Love the cheapness, love the freeness, and go buy it and get catch. So I drank the juice. It was a liquor speck left in it. When me throw it, when me I said, well, it makes sense me even throw this one too. Be sure the amount that was left in it. I said, well, it makes sense me even throw this. It not even make no sense because it was just a little bit. And I was saying to myself, I wonder if my belly I got hurt me. And I did my things. I wonder if my tummy I got hurt me because I was at work. I don't want my belly felt hurt me there at work. And I was like, no man, my tummy I got hurt. But thanks be to God, it never hurt. It never hurt. The juice it just tastes thick and so forth. And looking back, I think we as consumers, we have to be very careful when we go and purchase our grocery because a lot of the times we will buy a brand because here you have the better pack now. You know that this is a good brand. You just go into the supermarket, you just buy it. Not realizing, that what you're buying is a fake product. So I think what we have to do is we have to pay close attention to what is going to identify the fake from the real. I think that is what we need to do right now. Look at, you see in the background, because I leave my phone and my baby Pampers box. I mean, promote Pampers. Yes, there. Yes. So that's why I say a colored background. I can't find my phone stand. So I just create one right here so I use the Pampers box. Yeah. So we just have to be able to identify the real from the fake. I know that a lot of us, we don't know because me don't know how to identify. So what I'm going to have to do now, I am going to have to do my research. The other day I went to a popular Chinaman wholesale in Spanish Town. It opened sometime last year. It is close to the shopping mall, right? You know that street that the high school is on, close to the gas station, right? That's where it's at. Yes, I got on live to show you Pampas box. Do you want to see it again? Look at it. There. Yes, that's my phone box, my phone stand. That's personally not easy. Anyway, back to what I was saying. That store, it opened, and I went in there, and I purchased a Palmer's cocoa butter soap. And when I went in there, this is a soap that I normally pay 1,000 something for. So I went in there and I purchased it. When I got it, I was like, I don't understand how that soap here is so cheap. Because normally I purchase this soap at the pharmacy and I pay like 1,002, 1,003 almost for it. And I got it for maybe it was 600 and something dollars. And I was like, oh, this is so cheap. The pharmacy are robbery. So I started using the soap and I realized that I'm not getting the same result like what I normally get when I purchase it from the pharmacy. So me I said, no man, how can I soap this? And then the same soap me buy, no different. So I was saying it to my friend and laugh. I said, catch her too. I said, what you mean? She said, it's not the real one, it's fake. I was like, so even this soap now, the China didn't start fake? She said, yep, yep. So you know, said me say, I'm not going in there again to purchase any. I rather to go to the pharmacy and buy it because normally I use the soap. I don't have no breakout. My complexion just nice like how it is and everything. And since when I used that one, I realized that I had a few pimples on my face. I was saying, okay, then maybe it's because it's coming up to that time. But I realized that it was still there and I had a breakout. Now I get to understand that it was a fake product. So we have to be very careful when we go to purchase our items. And that's the reason why you see anytime I'm buying anything for my son, you see like, oh, I buy this, I go over Price Mart, I buy them, and so forth. I'm afraid for going at the China man place, them go buy it. Afraid, when I say I'm afraid, I mean I'm afraid. Because yes, my skin, yeah, me tough, me a tough ass girl. So maybe me we get with certain things, but my little baby, me not thinking supposed to be exposed to certain ingredient right now because he's still young. So I rather to just spend the money, buy the pampers, buy this, and so forth. Go over Price Mart, buy it. You hear people say, oh, but if you go at this a supermarket, at this a wholesale, you get it much cheaper. Yeah, but are you getting the real deal? Is there any guarantee that what you're purchasing is in fact what it's supposed to be? When you purchase your yogurt, you're sure you're getting yogurt? When you purchase your Pampers and it come with saying it's this type of Pampers and you realize that it is selling for $1,000 cheaper or $1,500 cheaper, are you sure you're getting the right Pampers? Or if it's not a Pampers brand diaper, you sure you're getting it? When you buy the density, you're sure you're getting that one? So we have to be very careful where we purchase our items. Now, people, so on the rains on the beat, why you put them something there in my comment section or rains on the beat? No, sir. Remove. Hold on. Remove. Man, come over here and type up in words. Yeah, sorry about that. Right. So today is the 2nd of May. And May, we're celebrating it as Child's Month. That is what we're celebrating it as. I was listening to something recently, and it was a function, and where what you would call her, the state minister, junior minister, something like that, in the Ministry of Education and Youth, they had a launch, and she was having a discussion, and she was speaking about Child's Month, which will be observed as of May 1. And she was saying how they want to make sure that the rights and protection of children across Jamaica, persons are aware of it, and they do what they need to do to ensure that our children are protected. So when I was listening, the theme is stand up, speak out, protect the rights of children. And they were saying that it's imperative that the nation focus on attention be on child protection for the duration of this month. And when I was sitting there and I was listening, I was like, I wonder if she realized what she's saying. That was what I was saying. And the reason why I'm saying I wonder if she realized what she's saying, because stand up, speak out, protect the rights of the children. That is what they're going with. And you see, the reason why I'm saying I wonder if she realized what she was speaking about is because this is Jamaica. This is Jamaica. And you see, when you say stand up, speak out, you have to bear in mind that a lot of our children who are in need, they are from certain communities, they will go through every emotional, physical, everything that you can think about. They will experience it before they even reach 15. And I'm not joking. When you look at our children who are within the inner city, especially the hardcore ghetto, me not talk about some of the little areas, where people class as ghetto, where really and truly when you go in there, you're like, but this is not ghetto. No, I'm not talking about those areas. I am talking about the hardcore. I'm talking about the jungle, the Rima, the Tivoli, the Denham Town, the Tarspen, those places I'm talking about. River, those places, the hardcore inner city, where you have children getting up before they get up to get ready to go to school. They're getting up to go on the street because they have to go out there to work. They have to go out there to hustle, to bring in the money. And the sad thing is, when they go out there to hustle and bring in the money, they're not bringing in the money, for themselves. They're bringing in the money for guess who? Those are the children that I'm speaking about. And when I listen, she said, stand up, speak out, protect the rights of children. And I'm saying, yes, you're telling people that May is Child Month. And this is what we are supposed to do. We're supposed to stand up, we're supposed to speak out, we're supposed to protect the rights of the children. But what is the government of Jamaica doing in terms of standing up for our children, speaking out, and protecting the rights of each and every one of our children? Hi, Sandy, good night. You my Lord of mercy. When you used to come on live in a night, good afternoon, good afternoon. Right. You have to wonder, what are they doing? Because honestly, I don't believe that they're doing anything much. The other day, I was on my way to UA, and on my way to UA, I had to pass the Trafalgar intersection right there. You know that on that same road, you have OPM. When I was passing, there were some young boys, and they were standing there with their wiper in hand, with their little bucket, with their little soap water. Guess what they were doing? They were out there working. They were standing out there and working. And right there, I know for sure it lead to OPM. Persons have to pass it when they go into cabinet meeting or sort of that. They have to pass right there. So even if they don't, I know that most times or sometimes they have to pass there to go about their business. And when I pass it, it has more than one occasion I see it from my own with my own two eyes. I said to myself, oh, they keep on passing these children on the street. Them are also during school hours. And you know that what they're doing, I work, them at work. And yet still you're saying, speak up, stand up. And you pass them there every single day. You know what they're doing. You know that some of them, they're out there hustling. And when they reach back in the community, the dons take away what they get. You know for sure that some of them, they can't tell last. They see the inside of a classroom. And remember, every single child have the right to an education. Every single one. And you pass them, they're not going to school, they're standing on the street. When I was thinking about what happened recently in Central Village, where two children, they were unalive, just like that, just like that, and it was a reprisal. And I was thinking about that also. And they were not the only one. We had others. We had others. And you will hear the story about them, this child, that and that and that and everything. And yet sometimes when you listen to what's around, you have to say, whoa. Because these children, they are innocent, innocent in everything. They just get caught up, in it, either because of who they're related to or because of who they were walking with. They get caught up in this. You will hear that a boy was unalive because they were seeking for his brother or his some family member who they couldn't catch. And because they see that boy now, they take that boy just like that. When you listen to the fact that our so-called bad man, they can go to a school and attack a child, or well, it was two children who are leaving from school. They had a fun day at the school. I'm talking about what happened in Westmoreland. They had a fun day at the school, and the children were on their way, and they saw the two children, and look what they did. The boy lost his life just like that. When you sit and you listen to do these things that is happening in Jamaica, and you hear about Child's Month, and you hear government coming out and speaking about how we are supposed to speak out or we are supposed to stand up for our children, you have to wonder. I remember some time ago, I think it was 150, it was a, how much? Hold on. Yes, 151. 151 children, they said, went missing, is still missing from last year. And these are boys and girls. I don't remember the exact amount who was girls, but it was a high number compared to a small figure for the boys. And when I look at that, I remember some time ago, a friend of mine was telling me about a case. And this case now, basically, they were just seeking advice as to how to proceed, what to do with it. This child, she is just 14, just 14. When you look at her, yes, she might be a little bit big in body, but she's still 14. And what happened? She went missing. Why? Because, when you're 14-year-old, well, not when you are, some 14-year-old, they believe that they're a bigger man. She met this guy, big man, he was in his 20s, and this guy said, oh, you know what, come stay with me. She run from her parents' house, gone with the guy, stay with him for a good while and everything. Lo and behold, what happened? They took this young girl, they manipulate her, this young man, that's what he did. This young girl went with him. She stayed with him for a few days. After she was with him for a few days, she realized that what happened was he took her to a particular place. When she went to that place, she realized that some more girls, they were there. Young girls too, young girls. People, what happened was this girl, she was forced into labor. She started doing adult acts. And what was surprising was when you hear how men turn up to that location, especially on Fridays and Saturday nights. Turn up to that location, and when they turn up, you will hear that they don't want the 20-something-year-old, they don't want the 30-something-year-olds. Who these big grown men wanted was the teenagers. That's who they want. So you get to understand now that when you sit and you listen to a lot of our girls who are gone missing, you realize that some of them are forced into child labor. They traffic them to a certain area and they put them to work and start pimp them out and so forth. That's what they do. And when you listen and you hear all of these things coming to forth, and then when you say, but wait, but that place they still operate, what happened? And you hear say, oh yeah, it did shut down for a while, and you what? Because I personally believe, if you find out certain things about a place, you shut it off completely. When me say shut it off, I mean shut it off. Not just close it down for 4 months, 6 months. And then it under new management. No, lock it off completely. So you have a lot of our young girls, especially when they look a particular way, because what you realize is that when they have a pretty face and the body curve out from an early age, you have those pedophile. Oh Lord. They sit and they look at them, and all go through their mind is what they want to do with these children. When you listen to boys complaining that they also are forced into these things, and majority of the times when you ask these people why, you get to understand because they're from this community, or they're from a low standard of, they're having a low standard of living, and they want money, they want this. So you realize that they start to do certain things. We listened to something some time ago. I think it was, where was it again? I don't remember exactly where, but it was an interview. It was either on CVM or TVJ. I don't remember which one, but it was an interview that was being done. And they were speaking to an individual, and the person was basically giving them the rundown as to what happened. And when me sitting and I look at all of that, I say, whoa. Because you see, if I was like the government, you see what I would do? You see, once I hear about these areas where these girls, these boys are taken, and especially when it's an area that a lot of us know what take place there, you know what would I do? Would I make sure send officers there, post them there night after night, just to see if you're going to see any children on the street doing what they're not supposed to do. So when you look at Child's Month that is coming, well, we're already in Child's Month, you're going to wonder, what are we really and truly going to celebrate? The only thing we can celebrate, is for the children who are safe. But yet still, we have to think about the others who are out there, don't have certain things. They don't have food. They don't have clothing. They don't have certain things. The other day I went to Price Mart and I purchased a whole heap, and I'm going back there mountain again. I'm going back there mountain again. I should be going up soon. And hold on. When I go up, I'm going to buy some more. Because when I listen and I hear young girls tell me that something as simple as sanitary napkin they don't have. When I hear young girls tell me that they have to fold up tissue, or they fall on underwear and they use it. When I sit and I listen to those things, and I was like, wow, people still doing that here in Jamaica. So what I started doing, I can show you. This is it. This is what I started doing. I am, yeah. This is the first box, even though I don't like really fancy the brand, but I buy that set because it's cheap and I want a certain amount. So every month until I'm going to buy more. Because when you sit and you listen to girls telling you that they don't have sanitary napkin, they don't have toothbrush, they don't have toothpaste and so forth, you wonder, wow. And you're saying, but this is Jamaica. This is Jamaica. And they will tell you that, oh, but when they ask for it, they will tell them, oh, me not have none. You go shop, you go buy one. When you go buy one, you pay $120 fee and so forth. Remember, one can't do nothing, especially if you have a every floor. It can't do nothing. So the other day when I went to Price Mart, I normally go to Price Mart just for my son. I saw this and I said, you know what? Because it was the same day when the person told me about it. I said, you know what? I'm going to purchase one box this month. Next month I go back, I purchase another box and so forth. Hopefully, I can purchase two or so, and then I will go and give them out. Because you have these things that is happening where they can purchase it. And because of that, they go out of the way. They will tell you they don't have clothes to wear. And this man would promise them that, oh, I'm going to provide for you and so forth, When you listen, they know that what they're doing is wrong. They know. But because of the wants, because of the, oh, hi, Princess Rosedal, good afternoon, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining. Because of the wants, they continue to do it just the same because of, hey, they want it. They can't do without it because when you're a young girl, you can't do without sanitary napkin. You want it. And when you listen, they will tell you that, oh, when they get the money from the man them can buy a pack. And when you hear, some of these guys who are giving them money. Good afternoon, Miss Millwood. Thank you so much for joining. Some of these guys who are giving them money, guess what? They not do nothing legal. And they know for themselves what they're doing. But because of the need, they collect it. They still collect the item and they do certain things. I remember, I think I spoke about this some time ago when it was on the news, and then a little bit after I heard about the case and I did some digging and I found out more about it. There was this story, it was on the news and it was in the paper, where a taxi was pulled over and they found a GUN with a young girl. They basically wanted to charge that young girl, but when they dig and they found out it wasn't hers, it wasn't hers, it was for someone else. So what you realize is happening is that we have our children, some of them who are from certain communities and not even from certain communities, they use them to transport the items. Just simply let me leave it at that. Transport the items from point A to point B, because they know that based on how they look, with the nice complexion, the well, this and that, well, they're even afraid of the sun. Because sometimes when you look upon them, you have to wonder, because a curtain lizard, when curtain lizard skin look thin, it's like you can't sit you. I saw some of them look. So they know that based on how they look, how they dress, and so forth, if they're supposed to go out, police going to pull them over. So because of that, what they do is that they use the girls and the boys to transport it. So you will see a girl in her school uniform going to school, and maybe when you check that bag, there might be a G, there might be some white angel, something going on. That's what they do. And even for the boys. So you see, when me hear about Child's Month, me think about them. Me think about these children who are out there struggling. Because I can tell you, right now, if I'm supposed to go on the road and say, let me drive on King's House and go up on Waterloo and so forth and go up, me can tell you, me I go buck up at least 4 to 6 children who are supposed to be in school, and they will be on the street begging. So really and truly, Child's Month, but what are we going to celebrate? What are we celebrating? Because we have some of our children, nothing not happen. Nothing not happen for them. I hear someone said, but the mother and the father supposed to take care of them. Hey, sometimes when you check it out, you see the mother herself is a child. I remember I saw a little girl and I was like, little girl, you doing this a baby. Me I look, because me fast, And me sit down, me I look at the girl, me I say, what this a little bit, me I do this a baby. And I was like, she not past 17. Based on how she look, me I say, she not past 17. And you want to see already baby, she could have hardly manage a baby like how me can hardly manage my pitney too. And me I look at her, me I say, no man, I could never fear her pitney this. And must a family member ask her if he come, if he just wait. And when me check out a fear baby, and the girl was 15. 15. 15, and the baby looked like he maybe about 1 going to 2 somewhere there. And me looking at me and say, oh, look at that. Then while I was sitting there and I was looking at her, I started to go further. I started to look at the clothes that she was wearing, what she had on, and so forth. And I was like, whoa. Because you can look at that and you can tell if they have it and if they don't. And I was like, whoa, here you have another young lady. Here you have another child having a child. And that's the reason why I said, when you think about Child's Month, you have to wonder what happened to these children who need someone to look out for them, these child that have child, because 15 she's supposed to be in school, she don't have it, she don't have it. So she's supposed to be in school herself. She's not supposed to be there sitting down waiting to get service for herself and her child. She's supposed to be in school. And I was there and I'm like, Betty say she not able now to continue her education. Betty say she can hardly find Lasco because me can tell you. You see Lasco, me love Lasco, you know, me love me Lasco, especially when it's cold and so forth. But you see Lasco, you see people in the inner city, that is their formula for their children. And I'm not joking. That is their formula for their children. You have some of them, as the baby reach, not even reach, sometimes the baby at 3 months and the baby start drink Lasco. Seriously, I'm not joking. Because they can't afford the formula. One, the cheapest formula, I think, might be the Lasco formula and the Lactogen. I think those might be the cheapest right now. And they can't even afford it because one Lasco formula is like for 2,000 something, 3,000, it depends on the size. And the same thing for the Lactogen. They can't afford it. One Lasco, I for $200. So they know say if they buy the Lasco, they can get maybe 2 days or 3 days out of it. And that's what they can afford. So they will buy it, go on the street, also. When they also want next Lasco money, because you see them out there, they must sell them little things, you know. You see, most time when you pass them on the street, they will sit there from morning till evening. And God bless where them sell. Them just sell where them take fi go back home, go buy something to feed the children. That's how it goes. It not easy. It not easy. Some of them, when you see them on the street, Miss beg you $50. No, what you do with that $50? Because anytime they say Miss beg you something, me not give so. Me I dig for show how me fast. What you do with $50? Oh, I want take it figure buy something figure eat, or I want take it figure do this and so forth. I remember I saw one, and this one was right downtown. When you leave in Family Court, you have Mothers right there at the corner. And this one was there and I beg. I said, well, I want something for eat. I said, come, let me go buy you something and everything. So go over and we bought something. And when you sit and you look out, it was like, wow. Because when you sit with them, you're amazed. When you see how them act, it's like them did a starve. So when I hear the government talking about stand up, speak out, protect the rights of, I'm like, come on, man, come on. The PART program, that is a total disgrace. When I listen to people complain, I'm talking about single mothers complain about how hard it is to get their child or children on the PART program. You have to wonder, why did they create it in the first place if it is going to be that difficult? I remember one mother explained to me that because where she lives, she don't have pit latrine. She not go. I was like, ah. Because you have to wonder, in a time like this, people still have to tell people, say, you need to have this, you need to do this, you're not supposed to make certain money and so forth. All when you make one $60,000 a month and you have 2 or 3 people, that can't do nothing. That can't do nothing. And that's the reason why majority of the times I'm disappointed with fathers. And the reason why I'm disappointed with them is because they go around, they have unprotected sex with these females. The females get pregnant and lo and behold, they are nowhere. Sometimes you hear them call them and said, oh, we just need the lunch money for the child. Or we just need the bus driver money for the child. And say the man have it, the man have it when he can give the money. And him go tell you, say him don't have it. And the woman is there feeding the child, clothing the child, providing emotional support for the child. And no man. So that's why most time I'm disappointed with fathers. No, I may not even call them fathers. I'm disappointed with sperm donors. Very disappointed. Because you have them and they go around. And sometimes the woman, them, they're so mad. When we say, you hear them say the man have a child with them and the man go out now go pick up one woman, and the woman when pick up, no say, he have two pitney down the line, when now mind not one, and that a woman know with her mad self, things that the man are going to change because the man saying love her, run, bam, one next one. Then when you check it out, guess what happened? The same thing when you go to Pam, so, whoa, it got rain. Yeah, it's going to rain. Right. The same thing that he did. I did get it for my baby boy. Okay, then. Yes. The same thing, I think she's talking about the formula. The same thing, when do to Pam, Susan, down the road, Now him pick up Lisa. Lisa thinks, oh, I am prettier. Me treat him good. Me make him in peanut porridge on Saturday morning. Me give him steamed fish and him okra. So him now go on do that to me. Him go stick with me and him go take care of my pitney. Lo and behold, you find out say this man now have three baby mother, now mind none of them. And you have to wonder why they do something like that. And then when they reach up in life, and the pitney them become something, you hear them and look on the pitney them, oh, am I boy that? Oh, am I girl that? Bossy and them you can't find when not even the last co you did a buy for the pitney. Not even the little lunch money you did a give the child. And you have to wonder. So May is celebrated as Child's Month here in Jamaica, but let's celebrate it. And when we're celebrating Child's Month, we think about those children within the inner city who are going through a rough time. We try to make their life better in some way. Just try to make their life better. Whether it be you go one day, you just decide that you're going to give them a little bag with some little items. You can put some little, one beef, one sardine, one mackerel, some rice, some snacks, and so forth. One of the favorite place of mine is such a pity me have a stush pitney. One of my favorite place is National. And when I say it's my favorite place, I'm not joking. You can go to National Bakery and Offer Tree Road, or even the one around, where on there's a name, Balmo, anyway, that one around the corner. You can go there and you can pick up the snacks, and it no cost you nothing. It no cost you much. You can buy $1,000 worth of snack, and you're surprised to see the amount where you get. Because how they package them 6, 5, and so forth. So you will have like 5 of this for $100 and something dollar, 6 of this for $100 and something dollar. I saw them do it. So just imagine, when you buy all of them there, then you go somewhere now, you get some swizzle and so forth. You put 2, 3 or so in a one, and you go give them. Yes, it won't last them forever, but just imagine how happy they will be. Just imagine how the girls who have to be using tissue when it's their time of the month have to be using another underwear to pack. Just imagine when they get these sanitary napkins, how they're going to feel happy. When I think I purchased this box for less than, it was 1,000 liquor, 900 and something dollar plus tax, or 1,000 liquor, and it's six come, yeah, 6 of them. So I want to go back and I'm going to purchase, I want at least 3 or 4 more, and at least 3 or 4 little girls, they can get it 2 each. And you're going to be surprised. It'll go a far way when them get them something here. So while we're celebrating Child's Month, just think about these children who don't have it. Think about the missing children. Some still missing from last year, 2023, and they're still missing today. When you go to Portmore, when you go to certain corners, sometimes you're passing on the street and you will see a child and you might look and you might say, but hold on there. Oh, that one they look so young. Wonder them how much. You'd be surprised to know that a lot of times when you pass them on the back road doing well, selling what they're not supposed to selling. You would be surprised to know that sometime, guess what? Them at this age and that. Sometime to what happen? You will pass them there, and they stand there and they're doing a business. And if you pull up, because I did it, we did it because it was a part of and can't go in detail, but it was a part of something, so we did it. And when we pull up and we ask questions, it was three of us that was in the van, and we pull up to a young lady, and the young lady was like, "Oh, me can, yeah, man, all three of you, yeah, nothing no wrong with that." And she started to talk. They started to provide information, and you wonder, wow, wow. Because when you start get them information, then you see your mind, especially when your mind is a little bit innocent, you don't know certain things, it's like a overload happening with your brain. You can't process it. And sometimes you have to try your very best to just take it slow and just try to process it as it comes, because some of the information when them provide to you, you're shocked. And sometimes the next thing that you realize also is that they're standing, they're selling, they're doing what they're supposed to do. When you see them, I look left, right, center, guess why they're doing that? Because in a corner somewhere the boss is standing watching them. Yep, the boss is standing in a corner watching them. So you will hear about these young girls and they're on the street selling, doing the adult act. And you wonder, but if you can't get to go on the street, why you don't run away? Why you not? They can't. They can't, because they will tell them, you're going to go out there so tonight, you're going to stand up and you're going to make certain amount. And if you try to run, remember, say, me have this, you're going to get a S in your back. That is what they will tell them. So they can't run. And a lot of times you hear people, but if you did go through all of that, should I just run where you... No. You see, when people drive fear into people's mind, it cripples them. It prevents them from doing what they're supposed to do, because all is going to go through them is that no matter the trouble, no matter the problem that they're going through, all they're thinking about is, what if I lose my life? What if this person came me? What if? That is what is going through their mind a lot of the times. And you see, the next thing too, they will take them and they will say to them that, you see, if you go talk and you go do that, me, I go come back for you, I'm going to come back for your mother, and so forth. That is what they said to them. So sometimes you have these young girls and you see them acting out. You know why they're acting out? Because they're going through the emotional trauma. Mentally, they're not strong. They're not strong enough to deal with all of these things that our grown pedophiles are put them through. They're not strong. They can't cope with it. So when we hear Child's Month, May, you hear about all the fun activities that they're going to have in schools this month. I have to think about the set that is out there. They're not able to get a proper education. They are not able to get the health care that they need. They are not able to get the basic food items that they need. They're not able to get products, joy just to make them body clean, soap, rag, toothpaste. They don't have those. I have to think about individuals like those. And that's the reason why I always say to people, every single step of the way, anytime you're in a position that God has blessed you and you realize you're blessing enough, you realize that you can impact someone, like, take that opportunity and do it. Even if it is nothing major, something small, because you don't know what you're doing right there. Just by giving someone a little food item, just by giving someone a sanitary napkin, just by giving someone lunch money, you would be surprised. So anytime you're able, just do it. Do it. You don't have to go through a third party. That is something that I hate to see, especially when I'm seeing it on social media where people, no, you don't have to do that. It don't have to be something where people out there in the public seeing all of these people. No, reach out to one. We have a lot of homes. We have a lot of children all over the place. So if you pass one day and you realize that one seem like they're living in a deplorable condition, you just pull them, you just have a discussion with them, ask them to meet their parent and so forth. You have a discussion with the mother and ask, or the dad, what if I sponsor your child education? What if I send lunch money for your child? Just have that one-on-one with the person. And you'd realize that they welcome it. They welcome it. I remember some time ago I got some items, and it was some items that I got in a barrel, and I never really eat them something there. You have tomato this, you have ramen noodle, you have chicken chunks, you have a whole heap of something in there, and when we get it, I'm gonna eat them something here. But when me looking at me realize that they not expire, them far from expire. When me check, me realize that people enjoy eating them. It's just that me just love my Jamaican food. And you see, when you pack them up and you drive through all one of the community like Homestead and you give them out, oh Lord. You see, when you see something, body and you give it, it's like a Christmas. Christmas, I mean, not a joke. It's like Christmas, the people them get Christmas gift. And you wonder and you say, but look how me I got dash ready something them. All of them something. I remember it was a good while. I had some dress and so forth. Them growth. Because when you get pregnant, you have the baby weight and go back to your normal figure. You can't go back into those outfit. So I pack them up and I say, you know what, I'm going to give them out. Me back food. People, one of them, the zip spoil, but it was a good dress, name brand too. The zip did spoil. One, little bleach did touch it. And because that, we couldn't wear it to work. But different from that, it did all right. It never did cross my mind, say the item could die, Because I not even know say them sell die nowadays, same way. So I gave them to this young lady. Oh Lord. The girl, she glad. She said, me can't wear this go church Sunday. And I talk. The only thing I want shoes now, miss wear with this I want. So me, I have this girlfriend. She I want shoes tete. My girl have shoes. Sometimes I have to wonder, how she have so much shoes. So when you go in her house, my girl have 3 shoes stand. And then pack. And no comfortable shoes, Me have to wonder how she walking at them. But as so she stays, so me call her and tell her. Because she said, what size she wear? Me tell her. And she said, oh, all right then. I never fair size, but she said her sister wear the same size. So she get 2 shoes from the sister and give to her. And you see, when we did there, and we are looking and we are saying, look how we take everything for granted. Just look at it. Look how we take everything for granted. May have the clothes them. One of them, the dress could have fit me. I just like a bleach did touch it. And I say, the girl I said she got dye it. The shoes, it's did a strip and the sister just put just one little strip on the heel. The sister seemed like she never did want to wear it. The girl glad feet. The girl take picture when she go church and send it. How she look in her outfit. And when you encounter these situations, it just have to make you just humble yourself, look upon your life, and give God thanks. So, see, when you hear me talk about people feel humble, no brag, these are the reason why. Because when you buck up on people who not have nothing, you are amazed to see when they get the little small items, how happy they are. When they have one little thing, and to them, it's the best thing ever. It's like when you give a little mother a food for the poor house. You see that to them? That a mansion. Mansion. And when you're looking up, it's just a little food for the poor house, one big open space or one bedroom and so forth. And that to them, it's the big deal. If it be no concrete, nothing, it's the big deal. When you give them the little food bags, it's the big deal. So just try to help a child during this child month. Yes, I know for sure you're going to hear CPFSA, they come with all of them this. You're going to hear Ministry of Education saying they're doing this and all of that, But a lot of the times, what they're doing. They're focusing on children who are in school because a lot of the activities they will be taking place within educational institutions. That's where they will be. So, what happened to the children who can't go to school? What happened to those who are sitting at home or on the street? They are being left behind. They are being left behind. One of the hardest place now to get a child into is art program. I'm not, a teenager when they leave, that is one of the hardest thing. And it used to be something that is easy. And now it is hard. I remember the other day I had a discussion with a colleague of mine, and the person was letting me know that the program full until September because this young man that I met wanted to get into the Portmore Art Academy. And I said, okay. So I reach out. They say full. They not have no space until I was like, whoa. And these are the things, it used to be easy. So I believe that what the government of Jamaica should be doing now, yes, it's Child's Month, focus on our children who are left behind within the education sector with every little thing. Focus on them. Think about those that are at home with a child when them themselves are a child. Think about them. Think about those who are working, whether it be on the back road, on the it strip, on repant. Think about those. Because a lot of the times they didn't ask for that lifestyle. They Only part time they were forced into it. They thought that these men or women who they met along the line who promised them that life would have been better for them, because don't think that they're going to tell them that, oh, come live with me I go pimp you out, or come live with me because no. They tell them, no man, come stay with me. Me I go make sure so you go to school, me I go make sure so you do this and so forth. Me I go make sure say me carry your shopping. Me I go make sure say me and you go out. Those are the promises that these young girls were made. And guess what happened? They are forced into a lifestyle that they weren't ready for. I remember some time ago, this young girl, I heard that she ran away. And I was like, but me see her. And I said, but she never look unhappy. She never look nowhere. And then I said, oh, comes. Papa Jesus, people. When me check a start, me find out say the man married one woman. The woman we married to now, him and the girl, him daughter went and lived with her. Lo and behold, the lady had a daughter. What I get to understand was the young lady ran away because every little thing the lady wanted her to do, and the next daughter was not doing anything. When she spoke to the father about the situation, the father not pay her no mind. The father turned a blind eye to it. The father don't know nothing at all. So the girl just decided one day, so you know what, me I run me from you, so and she ran away. I remember we were sitting and we were talking, and someone was saying that they passed the man, and it was like it was nothing. That is the fact that his daughter was missing because he was there looking happy and everything like him know which part him pitney there. And him don't know which part the pitney there, because you hear a little bit after them they locate her. So you have these situation also where whether it be the stepmother, the stepfather, start to abuse the child. And because of that, the child take it on themselves and they can't deal with it, then leave the house. We have to remember, you see abuse, it not just come physical. And not just that. Because people will look and people will say, okay, they don't have no bruise, they don't have this, they're fine. No. Just imagine you as a child, both of you living within an household, within the same age group. Plate to wash, morning, night, and you are you. Bathroom for clean, morning, every weekend, or 2 times a week, are you. Clothes to press, are you. Clothes to wash, are you. When the next one is sitting down, enjoying life, the next one is sitting down on tablet, can go on TikTok, can watch this and everything, enjoying life when you now have to be doing everything. And both of you are the same age. You complain to your dad not doing anything about it. You're not getting the time to focus on your schoolwork. So just imagine We have girls out there, boys out there who are going through a situation like that. I was saying it to someone that I realized that a particular boy can't do anything. When me saying can't do nothing, I mean he can't do nothing. Why? Because his mother never let him do anything. The mother, anything she want, she asks the girl. So you had it where the girl was doing everything in the house. All the boy was doing was sitting down on phone, not doing anything. So he can't wash plate, he can't cook, he can't wash his clothes, nothing. Not even yard scene like he can sweep up because of the grandmother do it. You have situation like those. And the girl is there in the household doing everything. If this boy drink out a cup, he drink it and go throw it down in the sink. The girl at the end of the day have to wash it. So even situation like these, they are abuse. So you might look at them and you might say, oh, but they're good. They're not go through no problem. They're still going through it. They're still going through it. So people, please, May is celebrated as Child Month here in Jamaica. Help a child who you can. Help. You can reach out to someone. You must see someone along the way, even if it means that you're just going to give them a $500 or a $400. It don't really matter how much it is. You see, once they're in need, if you give them 100, they're thankful for it. If you give them two, they're thankful for it. If you give them a $5,000, it's like Christmas for them because they're desperately in need. So if you walk in the streets here in Jamaica and you encounter one, just ask them. Just take the time out for just try to talk to them. And you see, once you realize, because a lot of them, when they're really and truly going through it, they are happy to open up, especially when it's to a stranger who they don't know. Because guess what? The person now go look on them differently. The person now go discriminate. So they're happy to open up. So if you encounter one, just pull them aside and just have a conversation with them. Find out what you can do for them. And you'd be surprised that they're not asking for much. Sometimes all they're asking for is just a meal. All they're asking for is just a lunch money. That's all. They don't want anything else. So if you're the downtown and you book up one, just go around that street. It's Duke Street, right up there. You must come across one. Supreme, you go book up whole heap, especially in the mornings when if you drive on King's Road, downtown where Supreme Court, right in front Court of Appeal. Trust me. You see, sometimes when you go out there, you see them too. Children, they come out and you see them and you wonder what them do right this, and then we tell you they want to go to school but they don't have no lunch money. So them and them mother sometimes we stand up out there and then we tell you, Miss, we just a beg you $100 so you can go to school. Or me just a beg $200. And everybody in Jamaica, I think we are all aware of this situation, but a lot of us, because it's not affecting our child, our family member, we turn a blind eye to it. But we have to remember, that in this world, we can't be selfish like that. We have to think about others. We can't just say, oh, I know my family, oh, no. What if the table turned and you're supposed to be in a similar situation? Wouldn't you want someone to provide to help you along the way? It's simple like that. As for me, look at it. So if you're in Jamaica, just try to assist someone. If you're not in Jamaica, and if whenever you come in, just try to just bring something and you just walk and look for somebody and give it to them. And you're going to be surprised how thankful that person is. Maybe you're going to make a friend right there for the rest of your life. And you see, sometimes these small acts of kindness that you give, these are the persons who are forever grateful to you. Don't think that it's the person who you're going to take and you're going to send this bag of thing. The person who you see along the way that you help, they are the one that will remember every single thing that you did for them. They will appreciate it for the rest of their life. Saw a little girl in the market sitting with her mom and playing with a knife when I go back to Jamaica. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Princess Rose Doll. That's what I'm talking about. Because she not have it in her. You see what she playing with? A knife. That is what she's sitting down playing with. That is what I'm talking about. You just pack it and you take it. Take it to her. You don't have to depend on no third party for help anybody. And that is what I realized, that some people, especially those overseas, they're saying, oh, but me don't know nobody where can. No, you don't need nobody. If you're in Jamaica, you yourself can just book up one and help. You don't need nobody. You don't need a third party. I remember I was speaking to someone, and this was someone who was in the news, and they had a child who was suffering from disability, and it was in the paper and so forth. And when I asked the person, so what happened to all the funds that were collected? The person was saying, Miss, that I want next story. You know, said the person who collect the money for the people, then basically just give them one little or nothing. Just buy one bed and one this and that and nothing more. I don't know if they collected more, but what the person was saying is that from the person collected, the person gave them a bed, a stove, and the person give them 50 something $1,000. And me say, so what else? Nothing more. Me say, you reach out to the person now take them call, the person block them. Me say, you see the person used to live at a particular point, the person move and gone to our next community. You see, when the person starts say all of them something there to me, me start thinking in my head and I say, yep, the person collect more money. But the person run off with the person money. Run off with the person money. That is what you have happening here in Jamaica. So that's the reason why I tell people, no worry about the third party. Don't go through no third party when you say you want to help the people them. You not try locate them. If you come to Jamaica, even if I once per 5, you come, you find somebody and you help that person. You take the person contact information. When you go back, you continue to assist the person. That's the way to go. I see where people say they must send this and that and all of that, and person if you give it out to persons who are in need. And sometimes I sit down, and I look and I hear people talk and I just laugh to myself. Me just laugh to myself, because a lot of times these same persons who come out and they say they're collecting and all of that, and them are going to give out. God bless what they need to get out of it. God bless what they need to get out of it. So you realize that they're sitting there, they're doing this and they're doing that, and nothing more. Nothing. Nothing. I have this lady who I normally speak to online. Well, I don't even meet the lady yet. She's overseas. And the other day we were having a discussion and it was something similar. And she said, okay, I'm going to give your number to a nurse colleague of mine. And when I was talking to this lady, I was like, wow, okay. She gave me a contact. And you see, when I called the person, I was like, mm-mm. When time the spirit no go, the spirit no go. Me see the person I call my phone how much time. And me sit and me look on the phone and ring. I me not answer the call, Me not answer the call. Why? Because you see when you feel like people are scam out people, me just leave it alone. Me just leave it. And I'm like, because when you sit and you pick out information, you dig on everything, me say, I don't know if I'm wrong. But you see, because I don't know, I don't have the evidence. But I think, once it in my mind, me not talk to you, me I ignore you. Me I ignore you. Because nobody thinks that you're going to scam that lady and you're going to want to come and do the same thing to me. Me I ignore you, because once me have the discussion with you and when me I talk to you, that is what I'm picking up, I am leaving you alone. Make you stay upon your merry way and everything. Me not get involved. Leave it alone. Because that is what is happening. You have some of them, because they realize that people overseas is willing to assist, they ride them. They ride them like a pony until they dry out, nothing, tired out, then just drop down. And you have some who are desperately in need of help. So when them get it, they're happy for it. They're happy for it. I remember this young lady with a disability. She was in a home and she was in the home for years, on top of years. Even when she reached 18, she was still in it because she didn't have anywhere to go. And while in the children home, she got pregnant. The good thing about it is that the man that she got pregnant for, he was someone who was suffering from a disability also. So she got pregnant for him and everything. She moved out of the home and she and the man are live until to the day. Them together, happy, I raise them child. And you see, when me look upon it, me I say, wow, it's such a good thing that this girl never buck up any other man. Because imagine if she did buck up on the lower life, one of the low life, them would have just knock her up and run well left her. So you see, when time I look upon the situation, I was like, it's such a good thing. She met someone who was in a similar situation like hers. And now the man get her pregnant. She was able to move out of the children home. She and that man living together and raising their children. Their child, sorry, one they have. So imagine if I did one next man. She did on her own, like only for the baby mothers them. They would be on their own. You see, me, I feel wonder, oh, single mothers do it, honestly to God, because it that rough. It rough. So me, I feel wonder sometime how them do it, especially knowing that they just working the minimum wage. When they work the minimum wage, they have to pay rent, they have to buy food, they have to pay light bill, they have to pay water bill. Well, some of them don't pay no light bill or no water. They have them stick and they have them that. Me won't say anything else. Some of them they are like that. But when me look at it, me have to wonder how they manage. Because you see the box of Pampers when me show earlier, that Pampers, me I use a phone stand now. How much for it? 9,000 something for the box. 86 coming at it. 9,000 something. And I think it will last the entire month. So maybe closer to the end of the month, maybe I have to go buy one next pack at 86. I normally buy the 3T to 4T. That one had in 100 and something, but I realized that this one only having 86, but at the size you start where and you how much feet. And you have to buy wipes. So the box of wipes in Price Mart is for 2,000 something. But the good thing about it is that when you purchase it, it lasts you. It can last you all 2-3 months. And if I like a son like mine, you have to get him in yogurt. You have to buy yogurt. You have to buy him chew juice and all of them something that if I want picnic like mine. So you see, sometimes when me go over there, me just have to just make it up in my head and say, you know what, this month I go spend 145 or 150 or 160. That's how me look on it a month time, every month. But the good thing about it, is that when you purchase all of that, it lasts for the entire month. You don't have to go back again and say, yeah, buy along the way. It lasts for the entire month. So just imagine a mother now, who is not able, who is not in a good job, we can just simply fork out that money, how they go through it. Because every weekend, maybe they not even can buy the case of juice. They might buy like 12, 6 or so. I saw them have to do it. Maybe the Pampers, then just buy like a one that will cost like $3,000 to $4,000. And when you check it out, it's 30 something or 40 something all in it. The wipes, then buy the cheap pack. And this funny thing when you buy the cheap pack, I use one like when you buy the Huggies or the Pampers brand. You have to use 3 if you do the one like or something. So you realize that it had done faster, but you can get 3 for $600 and them little bit of money there. Hold on. I'm going to say, who the bag here back after. My mother outside, I go feed the dog them and the dog them a bark. Show them craving. Right. So you have those individuals, they can't afford it. Them have to go. They know so them go buy the Lasco this week. When them buy the Lasco, it'll go last 1 week. But them have to wait until then get the pay again come Friday before they can go buy anything. That is just how life is here in Jamaica. And not only in Jamaica, but even overseas, because I remember one year I went to Fort Lauderdale, and while there, I was driving through a community, and when I saw something, I was like, but wait. When you're young and you just gone a foreign and you see, I said, but wait, no foreign me there, them something there over here too. That was what I was saying to myself. But they are big foreign. They sitting there because it was like it was an inner city, and the lady was just sitting on the sidewalk, just sitting down begging. And I was like, but how this a community looks so? Because it just look run down, it just look pop down. You look on the people, the lady that I saw, you could have seen she has suffer. I said, there's something there foreign. That's just how it is. And not just Jamaica alone, it they all over. It they all over. So whenever you can help someone, please make sure that you do help someone, someone along the way. I remember this young guy, he was a part of the child diversion program here in Jamaica. I got his contact from someone, and when I started speaking to him, he was letting me know that he was in that program. Someone overseas did reach out and they said that they wanted to sponsor a young man. So I got his contact, sent it on to the lady overseas. And people, the other day I saw the young man, I was amazed. I couldn't believe say him way him look different. And I said to him, "You're still hearing from such and such?" He said, "Yes, miss, thank you very much." She sent $50, come give my mother a weekend. And I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa. And me I look at him and I was like, I could never the same little boy this. Because he just look refreshed. He look different. Why? Because him have somebody know, his mother, she got a SHOT some time ago, and because of that she can't do certain things. She can't help herself the way she's supposed to. So what she do is that she will just do little work where really and truly can't do nothing. That's what she do. And the young boy, he got himself into problem because he went out and he did something and he got himself into problem. And when I saw him, he must say, yeah, thank you. She still assist. And I was like, thanks be to God, because that is all someone, and they're there. They just want someone to help them to make their life better. So this Child's Month, just try to see how best you can help a child to make sure that their life is more comfortable. They're able to achieve their dream, because every single child, you can ask them, what is your dream? Some of them will tell you, oh, I want to become a movie star, or oh, I want to become a doctor. Or you ask them, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, I want to do this. I want. You see, sometimes when you ask them that question, and they start to open up, you just see their eyes, it just start to sparkle. You see the facial expression change. They have a smile, because guess what? They are thinking about their future. They are thinking about what they want to accomplish. And to see that we as adults, at times, we are robbing them of their dream. To see that the government here in Jamaica, themselves are rob them of their dream. And yet still they are going to say, no, it's Child Month, speak up, stand up, protect the rights of children. Yet still the government of Jamaica is lagging. They're not doing that. They're not protecting the rights of our children. They're not standing up for our children. So I just hope that going forward, they will look at their message, they will think about it properly, and they will start to do things differently. They will start to protect them. So guys, thank you so much. Sandy's World, scamming in all different, scamming comes in all different ways. So true, so true. But people, please, just like what Princess Rosedal did, she saw a little girl in the market and she's going to get her some toys when she come back to Jamaica. Just try to help someone along the way. Help a child in need. And it don't have to be much. So don't think that you need to be rich. Even if it is just $1,000, you give them the $1,000. If you don't want to give them the money, you take them into a supermarket and you just purchase something for them. Just buy them some snack. You can go to National with even $5,000 and you'd be surprised to see the amount of stuff that you'd walk out of National with. A whole heap of items you'll get at National if you go there. So just try to bless a child this child's month and let us help their life to be better in some way. We're not going to be able to stand up for every single one because this is Jamaica. This is Jamaica. We have to know that sometimes if we go and we try to stand up for some of them, maybe we will end up 6 feet under. Maybe our loved one's life will be in danger. So we're not going to be able to stand up for every single one. We're not going to be able to speak up, because every single one of us have a life. And no matter how life, we say life rough, no matter how we complain about life, we don't want to lose it. Thank you very much, Mrs. Rosedal. I know for sure because it's a great feeling. Me just have my one box and me can tell you when me go back over there and me buy my next 2 or 3, me I go just give them out and it's going to leave a different feeling on you, knowing that you have blessed someone along the way. You have improved on someone's life in a better way. Simple put it like that. And you know what's the good? I don't know. I think one of the best feeling is when you're doing all of this and really and truly, say, guess what? God has helped me along the way because funny as life might seem, I'm coming from that place. Coming from that place where I used to have to go to school, sell to get my lunch money. I have to walk up the hill to school, walk back down for lunch and all of that. So you see, when me can help a child, it feel good. It feel pretty good knowing where I'm coming from and knowing that I was in a similar situation like them and knowing that, guess what? Because of the goodness of God, because God has blessed me in such a tremendous way, I am not able to beg. I won't say I'm a pauper. Just have to do the same. Just do the same for a child that you encounter. It don't cost a lot. It won't and it don't have to. You can even take out something out of your cupboard and just put it in a bag and don't go and give it away. Especially, you see the funny thing, people, it's sad. It's my shame for talk all this sometime. You go Price Mart and you see this something them, you buy them, because you know Price Mart is bulk shopping. The mackerel, the sardine, and then something there you buy. And when you buy it, the next month come, you go back again and you go buy again. And when sometimes you're looking at your cupboard there, I say, but wait, how me end up with so much of this? Just take out some. Just take out some and put in a one bag and just go give away. Help someone along the way. Just bless them. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all will have a wonderful afternoon, what left of it. So, thank you all. And please remember, help someone along the way. Treat each and every soul that you encounter with love and respect. So, blessings to you all.